Hi guys, how are you doing? You're welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you are most welcome. My name is Chichi for short, and if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for always coming back. You are just the absolute best. And in today's video, guys, it's all about the making of this beautiful dress. The other video was for the pattern drafting, but today is for the making proper. I'm going to be showing you how to put your pieces together to get a perfect baby girl dress just like so, guys. And once again, guys, please let me remind you, in case you think that I've forgotten. No, I haven't. Many of you non-subscribers get to watch my videos. If you can watch, then you can subscribe. So please click on the red subscribe button to get subscribed and become a family member. And guys, let's keep learning, let's keep growing, So let's dive right into the video. So I begin with the front pattern paper. I place it on the fabric and then pin it down. And for the sides, because of the that cut out, I am going to be adding an allowance at the side, an allowance of 1 inch or 1.5, and this is dependent on how wide you want the sides to be. So I added 1 inch by the sides, and this is the allowance that I'm going to be cutting along. So I begin cutting from the neckline. So I cut out the neckline, I cut along the shoulder slant and along the sides just like this. So next I cut out carefully along the dart area, and here is what the dart cutout looks like. So we have that done. Please, I would like to correct something here, and I didn't do that when I cut the pattern tutorial. At the lower part, you can see that I didn't leave it straight, I curved it upward, and you do that by taking out 1 inch from this side of the pattern and then curve it 1 inch upward. Can you see how that looks? I didn't leave it straight, okay, because I don't want the edges pointed, so I curved that out. I'm sorry I didn't get to show you guys this part in the pattern drafting tutorial. And having done that, I take out the pins. That means the front part is ready, and let's proceed to cutting the back pattern. But before we move to the back, I forgot to notch the underbust area so that I would know exactly where my band placement is going to begin, and this notching is at the underbust. And next I proceed to the cutting of the back pattern. So for the back pattern, like I said earlier, I'm going to be adding a zipper allowance to the pattern itself. So this is the zipper allowance you're looking at, and for the neckline, I'm going to be taking it upward by 2 inches. So the neckline for the back is higher than that of the front. So I cut along the part this way, just exactly what I did to the front, but for the back I just added a zipper allowance, and that is the difference between the front and the back. And after which I open up the center fold for the back, and for the back place I'm going to be taking it inward by 1/2 inch. Okay, this is to avoid any kind of bulge at the back, and I notch also the zip allowance. So I take it out, and guys, the back is set, and so is the front as well. And next we cut out the band area, and this is the band cutout. So we are going to be having this cutout in 4 places. That is for the 4 sides of the dress, and here are the bands. And with that, I have all the parts ready, both the fabric itself and the interfacing. So here are the interfacing and here are the fabric itself. So let me proceed to showing us what to do with what we've cut out. And here I have one side of the front with the interfacing on it. I'm going to be stitching the fabric to the interfacing at the upper side of the side, not the center, okay, because at the center I am going to be stitching the center piece to that side. So I'm not going to be stitching this part. I'm going to be stitching only the upper part of this side for now. And as you can see, I have that done already. I stitched the upper part. This is like the armhole area of the dress, so I have it stitched already with the interfacing. So this is what we have. I have done that to the 4 sides of the dress, and the stitching length is about 9 to 9.5 inches. So this is what we have for the 4 sides of the front. And this is how the placement goes. You can see the center piece of the front. I place it to the side, and the stitching is going to be along this part. So this is how you go about the stitching of the center piece to the sides. And I just want to once again explain this armhole area to you guys. You can see where I stitched from to where I stopped, and at the lower part you can see that I didn't turn the interfacing with the fabric itself. So having done that, let me show you how the pleating is going to be. Sorry, I'm making it look like a gather. This is because I'm using my hand to do that. So this is what you do to the four sides of the dress, and you place the band over the pleated area. And please, for the allowance for the pleated area, remember the sides, we have 5 inches left, so you're going to be adding a stitching allowance for the pleating itself, so that you can have the allowance to stitch on by the time you are done pleating the sides. So guys, this is how you first hold the band on the pleated area like this, then you fold over like this, and then you fold the band again just like this and top stitch on the pleated area. So this is how you go about the bands for the 4 sides of the dress. So can you see what I did? I stitched over this way, that's the inside, and then I place over, fold over again, and then stitch on it. That's like a top stitching on the pleated area. And this is what it looks like after I'm done stitching. So I bring the center piece, to stitch together with the side along like this. So the stitching is going to be going all the way from the shoulder all the way to the length of the dress. And I do the same thing to the other side, just as I did to this side. I do the same thing to the second side of the front. And having done that, this is what it looks like after joining the 2 sides or the 3 sides of the front. So this is what we have. Please make sure that your waist is enough to accommodate the waist circumference, okay? And this is what the back part of this dress looks like. I use the contrasting zip color just to alternate the look at the back. So this is what we have for the back part. We have the center piece and the 2 sides together stitched into one piece. So this is what we have for the back. So the next thing I'm to do is to go join the shoulder piece together and then hold the sides, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. And this is what we have, guys. I've joined the sides and the shoulder together. So this is what we have. This is the back side. This is what the shoulder joining looks like. So this is what we have. And for the sides, I just mark out the waist measurement. So wherever I have the waist measurement, I just mark it out, and then I stitch along from the armhole area all the way down. You remember the reason why we turned the interfacing with the main fabric at this area. This is to make sure that we have the armhole area well sorted out. So I have this opening here, so the stitching is going to begin like 9 inches to 9.5 inches all the way down. Can you see how I did the stitching? I started from this pointed area, and then I stitched along over the waist marked out area, and then I stitch it all the way from that point all the way to the dress length. Can you see what I mean? So you stitch along all the way like this, and also I did the same thing to the second side all the way down. If you notice at this upper part, you can see how I stitched everything inside. Its stitching is not outside, okay? I did that on a purpose. I'm supposed to do that all the way down, but because of the interruption at the band area, I don't want to go through that stress, of doing the inner stitching all the way down. On getting to where the band is, I had an interruption because the interfacing and the main fabric was stitched down together because of the band. So I had to maneuver that area to get it weaved at the end of the day. So this is what the outer part of the dress looks like. Can you see? This came out really nice, I must say. So this is what we have for our final look. Please not forget to subscribe, not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, put up your post notification bell to get notified whenever I put up a new video. And guys, this is what we have. Can you see the piece of beauty, guys? This is actually really classy, really girly, toning down your age like nothing. So guys, please, thanks for your time, thanks for watching. God bless you. I wish you all the best. Try this out. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. See you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for everything we're aiming